what's up, guys? We got one from The Wall. She loses it when he demands a 50-50 relationship. You won't expect the ending. Let's get into it.
I do get this question a lot, are you single by choice? And I know a lot of you want me to say, no, I'm not single by choice. Nobody wants to get with me because I called myself a sluzzer for like 2 years online. But that is not the truth. You know, people that are emotionally mature don't really care about that kind of thing. And that is from real studies that I've done myself through dating, okay? Well, maybe a few of them care, but who cares? Am I single by choice? I don't know. Do I want a boyfriend? Yes. Can I be asked to find one? No. Like, it is actually hell out there. Like, it's hell. It's hell. Especially as you get older. Guys, I'm freaking out. I can't be asked. And, like, I want to have kids in, like, 2 or 3 years. And it's not looking good for me right now. Just a lot of effort. And I don't know if you guys have been on first dates. Like, if you've been on a first date, they're not fun. First dates are rarely fun. Like, I've probably been on 2 fun first dates in my whole life. So, yes, I am single by choice now, but in the grand scheme of things, I do want a boyfriend. It's just like...
Oh, let's all pity this poor soul single by choice, even though dating is, as she lovingly puts it, hell. Because, yes, because nothing says emotionally mature like branding yourself a sluzzer for 2 years and wondering why a line of good men isn't forming around the block. I mean, life choices right there. You're going to choose to be that way. You're not going to get a good man. You know, and the ticking biological clock, that's a classic. I want a family but can't be bothered to try spiel. I mean, welcome to The Wall. You know, here's a tip. Maybe don't hit the snooze button on your own life goals while expecting Prince Charming to waltz in. Next.
All these men who want to go 50-50 with the woman are the same men who complain that she's not feminine enough. Here's what I have to say about it as a dating coach. And if you're seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Shanza. I am a dating coach.
We should just mute the rest of it here because anything she has to say has no relevance.
I have helped numerous women go from single to married. And here's the thing. I am anti 50-50 100%. My husband is a sole provider. Even though I run my own business, even though I have my own money, my man is the one taking care of all the bills, the leadership, the initiation. He is full masculine energy. And that's how I prefer it. Because I was definitely a 50-50 girl myself before. And it really took a toll on my physical health, my mental health, and it took me out of my feminine energy. And I really felt like I was stuck in survival mode. And it was extremely unattractive. And 50-50 is what causes problems in relationships. Because the men, again, the same men, it's like the podcast men, right? They talk about how women should be a partner and the woman should go half and half, except that they are unable to maintain their end of the barter. They do not go half and half on chores. They actually are the ones that then want you to be more feminine. They want you to not talk back. They want you to not make them feel controlled. But in actuality, if I'm paying half the bills, then I am asking you questions about what you're doing with your money. And, I am coming at you like a partner, and I will ask you questions because money's involved. Bottom line, even though men say they want a partner and they want a woman that will go 50-50 with them because the economy is so hard and yada, 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 don't listen to them. Don't get out of your feminine energy just to keep a man. It's not worth it.
You know, so we got the irony here. This dating coach shuns 50-50 and then demands a provider. I mean, that's right. Her man's on full-time masculine energy duty while she plays damsel in designer shoes. I mean, men who want a partner just need to sit down according to her and fund her life, right? Bullshit. You know, statistics show 78% of divorces are initiated by women, and that's a lot to be tied to a falling out of love, or maybe the guy just stopped footing the bill. But let's keep pretending men owe it to us to play Mr. Moneybags while we stay in our feminine energy. Can't make this shit up.
I used to be a girl that was completely okay with splitting the bill, going 50-50 on relationships, whether that's a first date, second date, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing, until I realized two things that I'm sharing with y'all so that you can learn from my personal mistakes. The first one is I kept on getting broken up with by guys, and I'd realized that my bank account has like $500 to $1,000 less in it because of the relationship. And that is not an exaggeration. That's not even for like super long-term relationships either. And I was just like, I can afford to do this. I just don't want to. There's better uses for like $1,000 of my money than some man that's going to break my heart. Number two, and this is the bigger one, if a guy is not willing to pay for a date with you, there is always going to be someone out there he's willing to pay for a date for. I didn't really realize this until I was having a conversation with my boyfriend at the time, who became my ex-boyfriend 24 hours later because he broke up with me on the phone. And he told me that he had gone on like 3 dates with a girl from Hinge, like shortly before we were dating, which is fine. I love talking about dating stories. I think it's fun. And then he said, yeah, I don't know how much longer I could have gone out with her for because I just couldn't afford to anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I knew he wasn't completely broke. And he was like, yeah, like I had to pay for the dates, and I couldn't have kept on doing that. And I don't really get mad at a lot of things with people anymore, but that just genuinely very upset me because for every date basically we'd been on, it had been kind of 50-50. For anything that he paid for, I offered to pay for the next time, and he gladly accepted and let me do that. So it just baffled me that he paid for 3 dates with somebody that he even said he didn't really like that much and didn't have much in common with. And so after I pressed him on this, I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, did she, like, was she holding you hostage and, like, you had to pay? Like, how would it be awkward, like, not to pay? And he did not elaborate beyond that. But I would say personally for me, even if somebody, like, doesn't have their wallet, like, one-time thing, that's fine. But it just really kind of, like, changed my perspective on something. And after that, I was like, if he didn't break up with me, I would have broken up with him. Anyways, as hurtful as it was at the time, I'm really glad I had that conversation and kind of came to that realization. I realized everyone may not agree with me, but that's fine. These are my experiences. And I actually would like to kind of hear what other people's opinions are, because I feel like this is an interesting kind of issue just in relationships, feminism right now. So I'd love to hear kind of other people's takes and thoughts on splitting the bill.
You know, here we go. She's tallying up lost dollars from past breakups. Dating isn't cheap. I mean, sure. You know, but it may be expecting a guy to pay for everything while giving out zero loyalty isn't exactly sustainable. You know, she's mad that her ex paid for dates with someone he didn't like, and she's shocked to that. You know, maybe guys pay for these girls because they're not sitting around with a calculator judging how much each date is worth. In other words, equality. It's funny how often we see independent women demanding the royalty treatment. And go enjoy your cats.
If a man wants to go 50-50, it's because he's broke. Majority of the times, he doesn't even have enough money to support himself. So what do these broke men do? These broke boys, they will go and find ambitious single women who are emotionally insecure. And then they love bomb you and they make you think that, you know, oh, this is what relationships are about. You're supposed to get with someone in the name of love, and then you build life together. And in the end, when you help him become the man he wants to be, when you help his bank account upgrade, that's when he leaves you and he goes and finds himself a feminine energy woman. So do not be a woman who builds a man up. Instead, be a woman who is in her feminine energy so that you can be with a man who's already established. So you're not the one being left and after being used and wasted your time, energy, and money to help build someone's dusty sun. Instead, be with a well-established or already established healthy masculine energy man who wants to provide for you. If you're ready to go from attracting lazy, broke man-childs to attracting high-quality, provider mindset, healthy masculine men, I highly, highly encourage you to check out the link in my bio and download my free dating guide.
Cocaine.
You know, there's a reason why we say that women stand at the finish line while men run marathons, and this is exactly why. We've hit the peak anti-50-50, and this one claims broke men hunt ambitious single women to check our notes, love bomb them and milk them for self-improvement, because every guy's goal is obviously to upgrade his life courtesy of her. Maybe if you're choosing the broke lazy guys to save, the Chad, Pookie, Ray Ray, the bad boy that has no life ambition, that says something about you, not men. For the record, no high-value man is going to leap at the chance to bankroll a woman who's busy collecting red flags while labeling it feminine energy. Just as Rick James says here, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Let's move on.
I personally think dating apps should only be for people who actually want to date. Get off if you don't want to date. I feel like Tinder is kind of known as the hookup app, so okay, sure, you can go on there, but get off Hinge. Hinge is for dating. Don't go on there if you just want to hook up or find someone to Snapchat back and forth with. Get off. Respectfully. Or someone says that they're looking for a long-term relationship, but then they either literally don't respond when you're like trying to get to know them or plan a date, or they ask for your Snapchat. A grown-ass man should not be asking for my Snapchat. I love finding Michael, 27, unemployed, who's looking for short-term fun. Like, respectfully, Michael, respectfully, I think you're a little too old for that. Like, why would you not want a relationship? And he lives in his mom's basement, and he doesn't have a car either, so you have to pick him up, and then unfortunately on the date he's going to have forgotten his wallet. But just short-term fun, not looking for a relationship. No.
And now we're on to dating apps. Our wise oracle here demands all men on Hinge be relationship ready, have a car, and avoid Snapchat, because apparently Michael from mom's basement has ruined it all for her. Here's a newsflash. 2024 dating app scene is a digital meat market, but it's funny to watch people fiend shock when casual dating happens on a casual app. Why don't we just accept the reality? Tinder's for hookups and Hinge is basically for people who don't want to pay for eHarmony. So move on, folks. There's always the bear. As somebody had commented in one of the videos in the past, I still have your info if you want me to put it up there. I'm giving you credit for it. Grizzle. Let's make it go viral. Anyways, here's the bottom line. Today's dating scene is a circus with everyone caught in their own feminine or masculine echo chambers, convinced that the other side owes them something. The alpha guys are over it, either opting out entirely or going for their passport stamp, where tradition isn't a dirty word. Solutions, maybe it's time to ditch the tall tally sheets and sense of entitlement. Want to meet a real partner? Drop the act and put some effort in. Be willing to split not just bills but responsibility that come with actual relationships. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. If you like what you've seen today, hit that like button, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.